Gracie Barra studio with one of the BJJ junior experts in Australia, I'd say, Isaiah Lazaro. Isaiah, thank you very much for your time, inviting me here today. So this is an exciting looking place, particularly if you want to cut loose and, and show some
exactly.
frustration, like,
100%.
So, how did you get into BJJ? Tell us all about that and tell us a bit about Gracie Barra, how it all works.
Yeah, definitely. Well, Gracie Barra Blacktown City, we opened up 2019, so we've been open through COVID, thankfully, and till now, just recently in August, we celebrated our 5th year there. Yep. And that is with my father, who's the part owner to this academy, and then now for me as well, being stepping up into the role of being a head instructor is what I do, and I do my own training here as well and other parts. About how I started in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu is I first, before Jiu-Jitsu, I fell into Muay Thai, so combat sports was definitely in the picture. But yeah, ever since when I was 7 years old, that's when I started training. And yeah, with the support of my parents, they've sort of helped me out big time in sort of competition, because now I'm making it international. I want to represent officially the Philippines, but as well, you know, my Australian heritage here being raised. So that's where we're at.
Now you come number 3 in the World Juniors in 2022, didn't you?
Yes, I did.
Pretty big deal.
Yeah.
Just number 3 in the world.
Just number 3.
Yeah, it's easy to do. I'll do it today. So, how many people are competing in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu just to get a picture? Because number 3 in the world, that's very impressive. And
Thank you.
Like, oh yeah, I'll do it tomorrow as well. It's all good. But the average person's not going to walk in off the street and start having any sort of world title championship fights, are they? Or
not yet, but we could train them up to be. Well, roughly, because the world championships that I competed in, average number is like 50, 60 participants in per division. So it's pretty stacked, and yeah, it's tough. It's an investment. People from all around the world traveling to the States. It's hosted in Long Beach, California, in the pyramid there.
Yeah. So who's the top of the pile at the moment? So in your division, so you're fighting what, in 62 kilo class? What does that come in at, like light featherweight?
Light featherweight, that's right.
Who's the top of the pile? Who do you need to get over the top of?
So my arch nemesis, who I'm still trying to knock off right now, his name's he's Brazilian, Diogo Reis. His fighting name, so my fight name's Iceman, his Baby Shark. And so I'm looking at, hopefully in future, lining up a match with him and getting him back, because he beat me. He's the guy that beat me at Worlds, where I medaled bronze. So
what did he do to beat you?
What did he do to me? Oh, I felt like it's a different level. I'm still sort of navigating what professional jiu-jitsu is looking like. And so, yeah, well, to tell the match, it was he won by points. He was able to secure a sweep, so that is when you're playing guard in jiu-jitsu terms and getting on top, and then just sort of maintaining that lead.
So it's not like Karate Kid style, how you go, sweep the leg. It's nothing like that. You're not trying to take that.
Wax on, wax off. You know. Daniel's son.
Does your dad make you do that stuff?
Yeah, I mean, behind the scenes,
So, now you live at home with your mum and dad still.
I do.
Yes. If you ever don't want to do any housework, you just go, I'm not doing it.
Oh gosh. Oh man, unfortunately both my parents are black belts, so they can pretty much whip me too.
So what's your strongest move if you had to utilize something and get someone, so obviously working on submissions, so you're not the tallest guy in the universe, but you look like you'd be pretty wiry and hard to contain, so I'd be trying to get you like
the distance, use your length, I think from the back, because I'm short, speed, nimble, my favorite choke is called the bow and arrow choke.
So what does that look like? You can demonstrate it on me so people can see it. So
what
does it look
I
like?
have to kind of get around here, but it's pretty much grabbing here the collar, and then you're stretching that, and then you're grabbing the pants grip.
Oh, really?
Or if it's without the gi, which is no gi, it's like a rear naked choke where I'm going like here, here, and then squeezing, applying the pressure there.
Oh, I'm about to knock someone out.
Yeah.
So how do you break the locks? But if that's going,
Yeah, if that's going down.
I've never had someone do that properly. I mean, you can feel straight away like, oh, that got put on. You're gonna have problems getting out of it.
Yeah.
So I'd be trying to get you up and like take the pressure off. So.
Yeah, you wanna look at separating first this hand that's going behind your head.
Yeah.
Yeah, as soon as you do that.
What's anchoring it.
Anchoring it. Yeah, exactly.
So pretty much
Pretty
if you
good.
could do a Godzilla and
Godzilla.
do like, I'm trying to think who it is. Just flip them over and then do like a spear into the ground. You might get them off there.
Yeah, I reckon. That's gonna be a Hail Mary, but yeah.
So your belt, brown belt here.
Yeah, brown belt.
3 black
Getting,
tips. So,
yes.
So what do they each signify? So and how long is it till you can step up into full black belt and everything?
I'm actually getting my black belt at the end of the year, so December. And to get I've been on brown belt for about 2 or 3 years now.
Yeah.
And so it just varies. There's a curriculum that we follow through with the team, try to keep it structured. But at the end of the day, it's up to the instructor to be told when. Yeah.
So and to
communication.
be number 1 world ranked, you don't need to be black belt or anything like that. It's not like the hierarchy that only black belts can fight black belts. So literally, if a white belt turned up and they could cut the mustard, they could literally
take over. Like that's literally Karate Kid. They're gonna challenge the dojo. Who's the master?
Chuck Norris.
Chuck Norris. Yeah.
So if you had to pick some big name fights or something you could do, so everyone knows to step up, obviously, or not a step up, right? So this is its own sport on its own, as all the different martial arts are.
Yes.
Everyone talks about UFC and MMA. They look at that. Oh, that's the pinnacle, but it's not, is it? It's just like a bunch of cross sports, like cross training effectively put together. And those guys, they do most of them specialise in one area or another, and they have weaknesses in different areas. Is that something you'd potentially look at down the track?
Yeah.
Going into
UFC, MMA?
MMA, Bellator, or anything like that?
Yeah. Actually, it has crossed my mind a few times. In high school, everyone knew me as a Jiu-Jitsu, but because they didn't know, they thought Jiu-Jitsu was like this. They're like, oh, they just call me MMA, mixed martial arts, you know, that kind of guy. And so I think it would be really cool to have some representation, because there's a few already high-level Jiu-Jitsu that have crossed over to the MMA industry, and I think it'll be, because, I'm sure a lot of fighters can resonate, but the biggest thing is just like the brain damage and that longevity. Yeah. But if I can clear that, then I don't see why not.
Now, with BJJ, if I was wrestling you, so like Chad before, the easiest technique would be to tackle someone. So you'd be trying to get me onto the ground, because then you get all the wrestling moves, you can utilise all your strengths.
Yeah.
I mean, like,
doing these ones. Huffing and puffing.
So that's pretty much how you have to fight a big guy. Is
pretty
like
much.
You want to eliminate.
You want to stay on top. Yeah, for sure.
You want to get on top, and so if you had to, like, let's say I was going to grapple with you, you're going to mount me. What would you do? Because you said you're very quick at doing it. What would that look like?
Okay.
From here, if I was trying to come in and get you and try to throw you or anything like that, what would you do? So to give people an example. Okay,
cool. So especially when they're bigger and stronger, I find for me getting to the legs is quite difficult because it's going to be heavy. So my thing is like get around the back. So it's like if you start to extend your hands, I can either look at this technique is called an arm drag. So it's just when I'm coming around here, or
effectively.
Effectively. Yeah. Or I can do like a throw by, which is going around here, and then successfully coming around the back and then maneuvering. So, from there.
I know when we've done grappling training that and rugby union, people get on the back.
Oh
you can't get them off, right?
No, you can't. It's doing. It's brutal.
I like it. So you'd obviously have to work on a lot of different finishes too, because you've got to be able to deal with what's happening at the time, and you're coming up against people of probably the same level of fitness. So what does it take, like fitness and training wise? How much do you put in here per week and all that sort of stuff, just for people to understand what it takes to get to the top?
Yeah, I think constantly you have to be thinking about the sport and how you can improve, because I come in with the mentality that, you know, if you're not doing something, your opponent's probably got an edge. So, because for me, well, it's I'm still trying to navigate what jiu-jitsu is like professionally, and so having exposure. So for me, teaching classes is already helping me benefit my craft, and then as well doing my personal training. So finding good training partners of high skill sets to fight me, and as well doing a lot of training off the mat, strength conditioning, stretching, trying to eat good when you can, but you know, when the servo is quite close to you, 7-Eleven, it's pretty easy to just grab a bite, yeah. So it might not be the healthiest, but it's fuel
So
to get you going.
What's your favourite go-to meal if you could eat anything you want and it didn't matter? What are you going for?
Oh, that's a tough one. Well, I just had some Macca's probably, or some like spaghetti, because I like to, before my matches, is like carbo load.
Yeah.
Just like, so fight day you have energy.
Yeah. I try that every day. It doesn't work real good.
Oh yeah.
That's why I look like such a supreme athlete.
Supreme.
So the Chinese loaded with the fried rice and stuff.
Oh yeah. No, that's too good.
Good for squatting like 180.
Yeah, squatting.
Yeah, other than that. So trying to lose weight. So what do you do, like eating wise? What sort of things you're looking at for nutrition and that sort of stuff?
Yeah.
When you're in a tournament, what will a tournament look like? One fight, one day, or if you're in a tournament over a period of time, do they have extended matches? Like, will you continue to fight over a short period of time to get results, or what does that look like?
Yeah. Well, so the Jiu-Jitsu style tournament is it's like a elimination. So there's brackets that are going to be involved depending on how many people register, and then from there they try to allocate it like one day, try to squeeze in as much. But if it's too many registrations, like what they do is they'll spread it out from Saturday to Sunday. Maybe they have kids and then they have adults on Sunday, and then from there it's in your competition you'll have back-to-back matches. It's important that they have like rest times within that too. But yeah, it's unfortunate if you lose, then that's it. That's game over for you. Yeah, you don't have another chance.
Yeah. So how many times you would have been knocked out in the first round in the past two? So like
I have.
Yeah.
What do I do?
I can go home now. So
yeah. You should.
Just stay there and support the other fighters and see what they do. And does everyone have like their own sort of unique spin on what they would do? So
yeah, the other teams.
But being a big guy, I can tell you, I'd be wanting to try to fight people standing up because they've got.
Oh yeah, 100%.
So,
yeah.
Like, so I don't want to be doing these.
Yeah, no.
That's not going to work real good. So who's your number one competitor in Australia when you're up in tournaments and stuff?
Who I fight with, or
yeah, fighting with or against?
Or against. Well, a few people that I have in mind. One teammate of mine, he is Ricky Pachon, brown belt. Yeah, he's successful coaching, competing international. Just got bronze recently this year at Pan American. So we have in the Oceania region Pan Pacific, which is our biggest competition in Australia.
Yeah.
And he's quite a big competitor that I fought, and you know that also fights side with me. There's a William Bunn, his name is. He trains at a different academy out at Macquarie Park. Yeah. He was ranked number 1 in Australia last year, brown belt. So he's a crazy person. And then there's someone who's fighting recently. His name's Nathan Katsulengo, and he's fighting in Europe and just won silver in that competition. So that's yeah, a few guys that I have.
So what's the Philippines national team like that you're competing in the moment? So
yes,
different fighters and different style of fighters?
Yeah, different style of fighters. I feel when I was there in March and having to fight everyone for my spot, it was a different different bowl game, you know. It's sort of like what other martial arts have experienced when it transitions to Olympics, where it's more points based, you know. They're fighting for every point and not allowing you to get a point on them. So, as well as there are a lot of guard players, so it would be tough for you. If you're playing their style, you would be on your back majority of the time. And yeah, I found it was quite fun, quite dynamic. And so, yeah, hopefully, I think every nation has a similar style, but everyone individually has a different play. Yeah.
So I've seen a lot when I watched UFC, and I refer
Yeah.
to UFC because that's where I've seen a lot.
Yeah, for sure.
When guys getting into grappling and they got the BJJ guys getting on the floor doing it, everyone talks about, all right, cool, he's got you in a submission, just need to relax and think about it and be calm because it's panicking that cause overexertion and that will cause you to make mistakes and then you might have to tap out or whatever, or you get knocked out because they put a good submission on. Rear naked choke, a triangle lock, and there you go.
They go.
Have a sleep a little bit. So how important is it to be patient? Because I know you hear their coaches yelling out, do this, do that, just relax, it's all good. Just keep moving around, try to get on the outside, and so you're trying to put them into another position as well where you can apply a submission too. So that would look important. Are you getting that sort of coaching when I'm fighting Jiu-Jitsu as well? Or that's not really happening?
Yeah, definitely. I think it translates into any sports, you know, both combat, team sports. It's just the having clarity in decision making, and it's all like technical as well. We're all trying to, in sport, have like there's a skill. There's something that we're trying to rep out, and especially because with Jiu-Jitsu, there's so many. I've lost count on how many techniques, like hundreds. It's crazy. And people are discovering new moves each day, so it's hard to keep track of. But we try to limit that and just sort of, well, for me, I tell my students to, learn what we're showing you, but only pick and choose what's going to be applied to your body type and your skill.
So I know if I was trying to do stuff
what do I
really? Called the flying D because I played football so long.
Oh yeah, what was yours?
Massive try to pin him and then get a submission, so you're doing I got you. What did I call it? Call it the crossbar or something. You literally open their legs up to get it up, so you're stretching them out, and then you can apply an arm lock. So upside down, rear naked choke, but you're doing it on the
arm
legs,
and the leg.
Them, so it looks good if I could do it. But not. It looks good on Street Fighter. So
Street Fighter.
On the computer, so I'm thinking that might work. So if you can hit them, I reckon that's good. If they let me stand there just for long enough, so
to put it in.
Chance of doing it though. What do you got coming up? So towards the end of this year and early next year.
Yeah, well, this Sunday I'll be heading over to Greece, and then on the 23rd or 28th the fight. So I'll be competing in the World's Jiu-Jitsu International Federation, no gi. So that's without this. It's just rash guard and shorts, under 62. And then next month I have a few competitions, but the main one will be a super fight in Australia's biggest submission-only event called Subversion. That will be November 24th, so I'll invite you to come through too. And and then we'll have December, we have a super fight, but just based within our organization. It's a form of entertainment, December 7th.
So how many armchair experts do you go, oh, you're useless, like you get those dudes are watching the footy, oh, you can't do this, oh, I'll do this. Thanks, mate.
I know. Have a go.
Let's have a go. Put your beer down.
Put your beer down.
Get out
of the boat.
Let's see what you've got. It says Jackie Chan. Come on, mate. Let's go. You get a few people like that.
You know, a few,
but tournaments, do you really?
Yeah, not really get the crowd in tournaments, but I'm sure people are thinking it, but they're just too scared to say it. But I mean, in high school I got it plenty of times. Friends were just like, oh yeah, Show me what you got, you know?
Look, I'll show you new moves. So someone tried to say, I'll show you some move and they start twirling around like a broom or something like, oh yeah, whatever. And just,
oh yeah, whatever. Yeah.
Choke punch. And then it's all done. So
see you later.
So behind us we've got the Wall of Fame as well. So
yes.
who we've got on the Wall of Fame, and do you want to explain to everyone who's on that? So I've taken some pictures of this and
absolutely.
what it's all about.
Okay. Well, it's a mandatory thing in each Gracie Barra school because with our Jiu-Jitsu, we promote the traditional Jiu-Jitsu, the heritage. You know, we wear the gi predominantly with our classes. And so it was initially inspired by Japanese Jiu-Jitsu instructor Mitsuya Maeda, who then was able to teach and advocate towards the Gracie brothers, who we have here, Carlos Gracie Sr., and we have Helio Gracie. And then from there, they've got a huge family. You can search up the history, like it's nuts. They sent fighters everywhere, and that's how they sort of, you know, Jiu-Jitsu is now. And then they have Holes Gracie, who was a really great competitor. And then we also have here at the end our founder for the Gracie Barra team, Carlos Gracie.
So I see Carlos Gracie Sr. is doing a full leg kick back.
Yeah, I cannot do that for the sake of me. Oh, really?
If I do that now, I'm going to.
I'll go to go triple again.
The hamstring off the bone, and that's it. It's all done. My fight career hasn't.
It hasn't even started, but it's over already.
So do you hope you'll ever get to the level where you'll be able to
be on the history?
Any sort of recognition where you can do any of these things, or even do the high leg kick where it's over his head.
That's crazy.
That's pretty good. And he's standing on his toes too. Like,
yeah.
Like, oh, look at
wow,
this.
look at this.
Just a bit of fun.
Yeah.
Okay. So
okay.
That's got to be something you're going to try later and get the mirror out and
a
few swings.
Let's start now.
So, all right. So, who's the best in your family? Is so your mum and dad do it as well. So, if they had to take each other on, is your dad scared of your mum?
Well, on the mats, yeah, and off the mats. My dad's always been scared of.
That doesn't bring stuff up in the kitchen and then.
Yeah.
You just cut it or block it or what?
Mom's jiu-jitsu is quite like aggressive and sort of like fast-paced, so she's got better jiu-jitsu between you and me to my dad. But yeah, if they were gonna put up against each other, I'm a mom's team.
So she wants to try to keep a high tempo, so you have to be.
Yeah, you got to be ready to react.
And that would work. That would work well in its own as well. So
it puts people confused.
Come in handy for a family argument.
Yeah, true.
So let's see what you've got on hand. So you're done. So you got siblings as well?
I do. I have my sister Maya. She's training here. She's purple belt, 20 years old at uni, and then my brother who's 15. He's still in high school, year 9, and he's an orange belt. Yeah. So
they on their way. Do they want to get into the level you're at as well? And do you think they've got the capability if they train and put discipline into get up to an international standard? Yeah,
I think both of them have the potential.
Yeah.
But it's just really it's if they're willing to. I think mainly out of the two, my brother is more on the competitive and sports side, whereas my sister's more in it for the social connections and because we have a women's only class here and she's like a big part of that. Yeah.
The social thing's always a good.
Yeah, I know, 100%.
Keeps it going. So this would be like a family in here as well. How many people have you got attend like Gracie Barra down here at Blacktown? Yeah.
Well, we're sitting at roughly 200 members at the moment. Yeah, it's great.
Active, like people are participating in training all the time? Or?
Yeah, because with the attendance, it's like twice a week or limited, the membership.
Yes.
And so, not everyone's gonna show up at once, but at least like we'll see different faces throughout the week.
Yeah.
But yeah, like the classes have been great at the moment. I think because it's coming to the warmer stage, we've passed the winter, which everyone just had to slug it. It was too cold. You want to just stay in. Flick your legs, watch the telly, But I feel like now the kids' classes have been packed, the adults too, like 10 to 20 members per class. Yeah, it's cool.
Now you're only a young guy as well, so what
Oh,
does the future hold for you down the track? So, right, once you'll
22.
get to a stage where you just go, yeah, probably not going to be able to compete at an international level anymore. So you see yourself like being an action stuntman or something.
Oh,
Like that. So,
freaking Jackie Chan, where you at? I'm coming for you.
get all that stuff coming out. Jackie Chan's old anyway. So
Yeah.
I like Chuck Norris and his
Oh, Chuck Norris? Aren't they like the same age?
Yeah, well,
Chuck Norris?
I
Or
think
Chuck
they
Norris
might be.
older?
I know Chuck Norris is about 84.
Yeah.
So he's
He's
84, 85, so he's getting on a little bit. So I'm happy to take him on now.
Yeah, happy to take
Not
Chuck
do it
Norris.
blindfolded, so
Blindfolded.
I've got a better chance.
Yeah.
I'll just use some of the skills I learned from watching Monkey Magic.
Oh, yeah, Monkey Magic. Someone put me on Monkey Magic. I love that show.
You seen it with the clouds?
Yeah, I'm sure.
Make all the clouds fly around. So that'd be all good. I would think that there would be a place, from what I've seen, some people I know that do martial arts and that stuff before, training with stunts and all that. That would be pretty cool if you could
I
get into
think
that.
so. If I could get a gig, Australia film industry, hit me up, or I'll hit you up. Because yeah, I'm definitely down. I'm here, and when my competition career is over, like it's something that I'm looking forward to, or that being a school owner, or being like a, yeah. I have multiple interests at the moment, so yeah, I'm not sure where life's gonna take me, but yeah.
That's good. Look forward to tracking and seeing how you go in the future. Anyway, Isaiah, thank you very much for your time. Really appreciate it today.
Thank you.
Anyone that's watching this, they're going to be able to catch this on Duckman TV on YouTube
Duckman TV.
Duck Media on Facebook, and I'll be sharing this with Isaiah as well, so I can go on Gracie Barra and get it out there. But like you said, any movie producers, anyone around want the stuntman that cuts and moves, here's your guy.
I'm ready.
So
I'm ready. Ready for action.
and if you can't get him, I'm happy to do the heavy duty stuff. Just slamming people and doing just dumb things. So that's me. That's this guy.
Let's go. Hire us.
Anyway, keep on ducking, everyone, and I'll catch you all again soon.